My question is, how would you change the blood preservation experiment, that you said was pretty much fake blood? How would you change the conditions to test the theory?
Well, in order to match the conditions of Hell Creek, which is where we've dug, you would have to have a huge flood event. There's probably some heat involved. Certainly there's no anticoagulant, and all the blood products are still there. So I would do the experiment with whole blood and to see if there's any preservation. The problem is defining preservation. How do you know that a vessel that you've soaked in blood is more robust than a vessel that you've not soaked in blood? So that becomes an experimental problem. In other words, you can soak it in the blood for a month or so, but how do you determine after that, whether it was preserved during that time? It's a very subjective thing. So I'm not sure that even doing the experiment in whole blood would prove anything. And again, if you look at their papers, the wording that they use is, it looks more preserved than it was. Now, that's so subjective. That's not a real scientific statement. You would have to say that, all the prolines are lined up differently here than they were in this vessel. And they haven't quite been able to do that kind of work. So I really think it's kind of a lost cause to go after the iron preservation. And I can't think of anything else that might work. Plus, as I mentioned, the iron is so highly destructive. It destroys more tissue than it would otherwise preserve.
These are intelligent questions, meaning your audience has been with you.
Yes.
They've been thinking with you.
Yes.